Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess. I'm exhausted by existence. Hello. If you want to get yourself one of these or many other wonderful tees, or I loved a crew neck or sweatshirt. Yeah, this is from Boredwalk. I have a code, link down below if you want one. I love them. I have many. Anyway, this just really spoke to my mood today because I'm tired of it all. But anyway, this is part 2 to my special editions, and as I was rounding these up, I was like, man, where did these all come from? And well, you know, places. So we're just gonna go through them because we love fun, easy content. Yes, we do. This is a Fairyloot special, and actually a book I read, and I loved this one, and it is Her Majesty's Royal Coven. And it's so funny, when I got this, I was like, what the hell is this? What is this bright yellow cover? I still will say I don't love this neon yellow color. I don't mind the pink. I think the original cover is this pink, but of course we have sprayed edges with, like, is it Latin? Yeah, I think Latin on the side. And I hadn't heard of this story, and then I read it and I was like, wait, this is amazing. But wait for it, of course. Fairyloot and these naked covers, queen shit. Ooh, I love the pink, and I love the art. Glorious, and the end pages are speckled like this, signed. But yes, this one was super good. This is like a modern, so it's set in modern day in London, and we have these, at the first chapter starts with like these 4 witches when they were younger, and then most of the stories following them when they're adults, like in their 30s, which was so refreshing. I feel like you don't get a lot of fantasy stories with adults in their 30s, or at least especially women in their 30s. And this cliffhanger, I requested the freaking second book because it doesn't come out till May, I think, on NetGalley, and they're like, ha ha ha. I mean, they haven't denied me, but they also haven't approved me. But I need it right now, and I wonder if Fairyloot's gonna do another edition because I want it. Then, so this, I mean, okay, this technically, I had Strange the Dreamer, the US edition, which is hideous, okay? Hot garbage, and I missed out on this edition. Well, obviously now I have it. Now I do not have the one with blue spray pages. Very sad, but it took some hunting down to get this edition because a lot of things would say it was this, and then I would get it and it was not this, because this cover is beautiful, and I don't know why this isn't the standard. I do wish it had the sprayed edges, but I'm just glad I have the cover. Oh my god, it is signed. The naked cover is plain, but I just needed this. This is beautiful. The US cover is hideous, but I did get the second one, the UK one. So I don't know if you want to call this a special edition, but it is different than the US one, which is just so fugly. It's fugly, both of them. So I'm glad that I have at least the matching covers, but I do not have both of them with the sprayed edges, but I guess I'll survive. Then, also, in the case where I have 2 out of 3, so sadly I got on the train too late. So after I had read City of Brass and loved it, the Waterstones or Goldsboro edition was, you know, long sold out. So I did get this UK cover, but it obviously does not have the sprayed edges like its counterparts, the Kingdom of Copper, which I still, yes, have in the plastic from Goldsboro with the green. Oh, it's so freaking pretty. And then it has these gold, just like gold in pages. Oh, and oh, it is signed and numbered. But yeah, the sprayed, I think maybe these sprayed edges were blue, I'm assuming. But then also the Empire of Gold. Oh my god, it's just beautiful. Again, with that, and any book that I get from Goldsboro, I leave the plastic on because these are not the reading editions. These are the display. These are the pieces of art. This is my gallery editions. And so I'm glad that I have, again, the matching covers. Do not have the sprayed edges for all of them, but I guess I'll survive. I could try and spray it myself, but I just don't think, you know, I've seen other people do that. I just don't think it would be a good outcome for me. I just don't, it sounds risky. You know what I'm saying? I'm not willing to risk it. These are some recent acquisitions, and y'all have seen these, so I won't spend a lot of time on it, but these were from the Broken Binding, and it was for the Ninth Reign, or the Winnowing Flame trilogy, which I attribute Elliot Brooks, my dear friend, as the reason they got so popular, because they were not published in the US. They were only published in the UK, and then it was getting really hard to find editions. Even they were out of stock. And so anyway, they did these. So these are the same covers as the paperbacks, but they're like obviously glossy, textured, fun end pages with a real beauty. Whoa! As they have a different animal under each cover, and then of course they have sprayed edges. And so I'm gonna just show you. You see animal. It's, yeah. And so I've read the first one and loved it. Oh my gosh, under this light, this looks really yellow, but this is definitely a darker orange, but that light is deceiving you. And then I have started the second one, but you know me, reading slump life. So I need to get back to it, but I'm really happy to have these in a hardcover. And do not quote me. I feel like they're being published in the US. Well, I don't know, but yeah. Look how different that color looks right there. That's wild. That's great. Okay, now this one, I really want us to have a discussion about this one, because I'm just finding this weird. So this trilogy, right? The author Shannon Chakraborty released like a short story collection, basically tales from the Daevabad trilogy. It's called The River of Silver. Here it is. It is beautiful per usual. It goes with the vibe, the theme of the other books. Now, I forgot that I got both a Fairyloot one and I got one from Goldsboro. You see, that is in the plastic. Now let's look at these. Let's put them side by side. Now I love the blue here in the Goldsboro one. You can tell that difference. But now let's look at the sides. While I like this color, and I know that it goes with just the other ones having a plain color, I like this better, and that's because Fairyloot did their own special editions of the Daevabad trilogy. I didn't buy because I already had the Goldsboro ones, and they did this stenciled edge, which I think is more fun. But also, Fairyloot edition, right? Look at these ends. Love the end pages, also signed, but bitch, we love art. Look at this. Look at this. You can frame that. Will I ever? Probably not. I always tell myself I'm gonna do that. But yeah, so this is signed. Again, love this. Love this. There's nothing on the naked hardcover. But I'm torn because obviously I have this one and I love this blue in the background, and okay, blue sprayed edges, but the end pages are plain. Also, there's nothing behind the cover, and there's nothing on the naked hardcover, and I mean, the end pages are like a light blue or a gray, but still, there's nothing there like in the Fairyloot one. It is numbered and signed, but like, I think Fairyloot won. I think Fairyloot won in this competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. So I think I might have to get rid of this one. It makes me sad because obviously it matches the other ones, and I love the extra blue in the background, but I mean, there's no competition. There's no competition. Like, I'm sorry, Fairyloot beat you on that one. Like, what's good? Anyway, I have that. So if you have not read the Daevabad trilogy, you should. That's actually something I've read and finished. I know, shocking, because I don't read a lot of things, but I have. Now, let me put this down. Don't worry, there's another stack on the ground because I have no control. Ah! Starless City. Have I read this? No. Will I? I don't know, because then I'll feel bad if I don't like it, and then I'll be like, oh, I need to get rid of it, and I don't want to do that. Now, I don't know why I left this sticker on here, but it's from Waterstones. I don't know what the US one looks like, but this is the UK. Very pretty. I love it, and I love these keys on the side. I don't know if there was an edition that had sprayed edges. I feel like probably, but also end pages. Oh, we love. I think this is signed. Oh, bitch! Look at this. See, I don't even be knowing how beautiful these things is. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my word. I didn't even realize this was... Y'all, this is... God, I love me a good ass naked hardcover. Okay, this is signed, not numbered, but signed. I don't know if I will ever read this because then I'll be mad. Because I tried to read The Night Circus like 3 times and it was not for me. But this beautiful book, this is art. Therefore, she might just stay art on the shelf and I'll just take the L on that one. I'm not reading it, but I got her. Beauty. I think y'all have seen this one before somewhat recently, but anyway, it's the Leviathan Wakes 10-year anniversary. And it's pink, which I think is fun and different for especially like sci-fi made by 2 male authors. But I read the first 3 in this series and I need to get back to it. Oh my God, y'all. Okay, we love designs on a naked hardcover. We're sticking with the pink. Obviously the pink sprayed edges. And we've got like the solar system. See, like this, I love creativity. It's so, like, I understand it must take more time and money to have things like this, but it just makes the book so much. And then it's has that right there. But also, I didn't realize this is what the original cover looks like, because it's very space opera. I didn't realize that was in there. Look at this. I know it's not possible, but I just think every book should be. Well, I guess, and then if every book was pretty, then there wouldn't be special editions, but still, then every book would be pretty. Like, so, win-win. Hello. Now this. So y'all, I have talked about Michael J. Sullivan a lot, who wrote The Writer of Revelations, right? He has other series I haven't gotten to yet. That's not the point. Shut up. So, he was self-published, went traditional, has gone back to self-publishing, so he has a new series. The last one is coming out, and he did Kickstarters for all of them. So the first one, I'm so mad I missed it. So I didn't get the special edition hardcover for that one. But then luckily, I did catch it for the second one, and then I supported the Kickstarter for the third one. And in the third one, he had an option where you could add in one of the previous or both of the previous hardcovers if you missed it. So I do have a special edition coming for 1 and 3, but this is a special edition for 2. Does that make sense? Keep up. So this one is Fair Lane, and it is, I have like the regular hardcover, but then this is like the faux, it's faux leather, but it's beautiful naked, naked hardcover with this art here embellished, and then it has art on the end pages, which I just love. Now I would say the only thing that would make this better is sprayed edges, but this is an indie operation, so I feel like that's more difficult. But what it does have, and what y'all should know by now that I love, hold on, let me get it, let me show it to you. It has a ribbon bookmark. I love those. I'm sorry. It just elevates a book to me. So I am so excited. And I think the first one is green, which I love me a green. And I don't know what color the third one's going to be, but they're going to be so beautiful all together. And they just like look all like, you know, fancy old school books. So I'm happy. Was this Fairyloot too? This might be Fairyloot. Truly, let's give them their flowers. Flowers, instead of tomatoes. Okay, anyway. So, the Winter Night Trilogy, one of my favorites. This is by Catherine Arden. And they did a special edition. I think Illumicrate just did one too. We don't care. Anyway, this is Fairyloot. And so we have the bear and the nightingale. So exciting. We have the girl in the tower. Ooh, look at the colors. Ooh. And then we have the Winter of the Witch. Now, it's not just these covers. Already beautiful. Sprayed edges. Hello. But we're going to go backwards. Mind your business. So, again, bitch. These are, maybe they're not signed. I don't know if I got this signed. You know what? Something happened. Anyway, they're not signed, but beautiful nonetheless. I love it. Gorgeous. I think something happened and I tried to get the signed and then it was out. Like, I don't need it to be signed, but if it's signed, that's cool. Girl in the Tower. I can't figure out which one is my favorite because I love, like, come on. I don't know, but I love the horsey, and I love Solo Bay. And then Beauty. Like, and there's so much, like, I'm just showing you this briefly, but there's like so much detail, like in here, like inside, like this one, and we have like the art that's in here and the different things that are on the cover that coincide with the story. Like, oh my God. Whoever Fairyloot is winning, okay? Fairyloot is winning. Of course, Beauty, beautiful. Yeah, masterpieces. I love these. I love the cover, but then sometimes I want to turn them out. It says this, but then sometimes I want to take off the naked. It's just, beautiful. Fairy tales are sweet on winter nights, nothing more. One man's monster is another man's beloved. Wait, I read those out of order. Ignore that. Fairy tales are sweet on winter nights, nothing more. Every time you take one path, you must live with the memory of the other, of a life left unchosen. One man's monster is another man's beloved. Oh! Beautiful. Beautiful. If you have not read those, you should. I love them. They're not for everybody. Okay, this is a random book. It's a third in a series. I only have the third one. I have not read any of them, but I saw it was on sale. I don't know if I got an email about it, and I got it. Anyway, that's a Reaper at the Gates I saw it to here. This is a Goldsboro edition again of the third one. I don't even know, are all of the UK editions this cover, because there's been cover changes and I want to read this series, but then also something was spoiled for me on Twitter. And anyway, I haven't been able to part with it because it's so beautiful. Of course, it's in this plastic cover. Of course, it's oh, there's a removable map in there. Nothing on the end pages, and obviously it's numbered and signed and with the sprayed edges, but it's just like, I just love this green. I just love it, and I cannot bear to part with it at the moment. So if y'all have read, what's the series called? A Reaper at the Gates, an Ember in the, what's this called? I don't know what the series is called. Ember Quartet. Do you think I would like it? Do you think I should hold on to that book? Or do you think I should sell it? Don't say sell it if you just want it yourself now. I mean, you can say that. These are technically, so these are, there's not special edition. Actually, there are special editions. I was not able to get them, and I hate myself for it. But anyway, so you're gonna be like, Jessica, these are regular. These are the regular editions, right? Of the Poppy War. But there is, I think their name is Anna on Instagram. They may have an Etsy also who will spray edges, stencil edges for you. So I got, so the top and the bottom is sprayed black. However, comma, the side is like this, and it's so perfect. Actually, right now I have them. I know y'all like to throw hissy fits. So anyway, here we go. So we have it like this. So it lines up. Look at that. Isn't that fucking, I will link Anna's Instagram down below. Because they have things that are already in their shop, and then also can do like custom requests. So I love these so much. And anytime I had them facing out on my shelves, people would always ask like, what are those editions? So this is the Poppy War, custom made, fucking beautiful. Anna killed that. We're almost done, I promise. Somewhat. Well, we're almost done. Quickly, another Fairyloot special. Now, I don't love this cover. I have the original paperback of A Dowry of Blood, and so I don't love this cover. I do love, however, this sprayed edges, obviously, and I think it's something I should just take this off because it's ugly, honestly. And here's the naked hardcover. Look, down the back, it's kind of hard. Can you see that? So that's the naked cover. I should just put this on my shelf. And then I love these. And art. So yeah, why? I don't even like this. Like, I guess it can protect it, but yeah, this cover, but this, beautiful. This was a masterpiece. This is so good. I don't know if they changed the story at all, like the writing or anything. I hope they did, because I thought it was perfect. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that cover off because and this is a random one. I found this at a used bookstore, and it is a random special edition of a Game of Thrones. It has a slipcover on it. So the slipcover has, wait, I think am I showing it? Okay. It's the, you know, it's like the throne, like that. And then we have book, that's same, but it's like, I don't know how you explain this material. It's not perfect, but yeah, it's just this special, look like the map. And so it's like, almost like a map. It's like, I don't know, it's not gold, but like, it's just a really beautiful map on either side. It has the bookmark, and I just loved the addition with like the slipcover. And there's probably other ones in the series, or they might have done all of them, but I just saw this one at this random, I don't even remember where it was. I think we were at like a random bookstore, used bookstore in Vegas. I can't show it to you. Ooh, I paid too much money for that. I said first edition. I don't want to know how much I paid for that. I think I got, there was a sale too. But there is the bookmark in there, and even though, oh look, you can also see the bookmark right there. Even though George doesn't love us, I love these books, what we've had so far, even if the show. So anyway, I was like, it'd be cool to have this one, special edition of Game of Thrones. And maybe one day, if the series is ever completed, I will splurge on those Juniper books copies and get like old hardcovers and cover the books. But until then, this is also a random used bookstore purchase. I love the look of like old school books like this, and this is an edition of Anna Karenina, and it has like gold or whatever pages on the end, whatever you want to call that. Of course, it has a bookmark, and I actually did read this. Got some fun end pages. I didn't read this edition, obviously. I read a different one, and whew, it was, you know, I had some beef with Anna, but I did it. Oh, that's upside down, you big goof. Oh, it's golden on the edges. So yeah, it's a long book. Obviously, this is classic Russian literature by Leo Tolstoy, but it's just beautiful. Like, I would love more books that have, you know, like this leather binding, because this is beautiful. And so even though me and Anna got beef, I'm keeping that forever. Also, this is just random, but I got this copy from a publisher of The Great Gatsby, and it's just really pretty. So I wanted to show it. I read doesn't that look like it's moving? Oh my god. I read The Great Gatsby in high school and hated it. And so I've been wanting to reread it, you know, with my mind now. And there's like art in here. Hold on. I just passed it. What is that? There's like, look at that. Oh, we got art. I love art. More adult books should have drawings or art in them. Like, why don't you think we want photos? Look at this. I'm trying too hard not to open it because I don't want to like crack the spine. It's very like tightly bound, but it's very pretty. And I was like, okay, if I'm getting that special edition, I should give it a try. So maybe I will reread Great Gatsby for the first time in eons this year. So these are a gift I received from my husband from Juniper Books, and it is for, hold on, The Chronicles of Narnia. Look at that. So obviously they're all the 7 individual books, and I have them stacked with bookends on my shelf. I don't know if they're gonna stand up right now, but they're all, you know, they have their title and they're all like buttery soft. I don't think there's anything like on the, yeah, like the book itself. It's really about the cover and them coming together. That's what Juniper Books is really popular for. You know, got Aslan all on there. He's on every edition. But I love The Chronicles of Narnia. Of course, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is my favorite, but I have read them all. And this. Look at this. Look at Aslan. Sorry, I hear Nigel. It's beautiful. I know it's religious, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Did y'all think I would forget? So, favorite book of last year, and I didn't, you know, there were so many editions coming out. Something happened and I ended up with all of them. Look at this, I'm surrounded by books right now. I don't even have space on the camera. This is a Luma crate, which Roger received, and we did a trade-z for this one, so thank you so much. It has a slipcover, which I freaking love me a slipcover because we love protecting the book. Got the art here, we've got the tower. Oh, so beautiful. And then this also has like, look at that. I love that. And then the Babel on the side. And it also has the same image on the back. Then also it has the, an act of translation is always an act of betrayal. Whoa! End pages, beautiful. I never get this many copies of a book, and I just needed it. And then I love how this looks like a library. Like you checked it out from the library where it's signed. I don't know if you could tell. But yes, I'm very happy to have this one. No regrets. One of Illuma Crate's better editions lately, because, you know, they don't always be the best, but still. Do they compete with Fairyloot? No. Look at this. Look at this. Fairyloot once again killed the game. Look at this. Sorry, like, look at this. What? But so the naked hardcover has the tower on it. But can we look at my look. Look! Ah, my babies! Babies. Then this one has an interesting, like, plate right there. So, again, I love it. Fairyloot, gold medals, Nobel Peace Prize, whatever it takes to recognize them for their creative genius. Because they're killing the game. Then, this is a regular edition, but this was a copy, I think, from, you know what, child, I don't know who this from. But it basically was just the dust jacket, and I just love this different, like, coloring. So, I thought that was fun and different, just to spice it up. But yeah, this is the regular US hardcover, I believe. Yeah, literally, I just have the US hardcover under it. So just love that one. And this was another one that was just the cover. And this was from like the library box or something. But I just love how this, again, looks like an old tome. And this one's like buttery, which I love me a buttery cover. And then I have some character cards in here. I must have got, I think this might be the Harvard Bookstore edition. Yeah, because this one's signed as well. But yeah, this was just a, I think you could get the book and the thing or just the book cover. And I just love how it looks like an old book. Oh my God. And then this is is this Waterstones? The UK edition, maybe this is Waterstones. I'm not, yeah, I think so. Which obviously the Babel, and it has, yeah, black sprayed edges. The end pages, it's just gray, and it is signed. And I'm like, did I need this one now that I'm looking at it? I mean, I still love the cover. It's very beautiful, but compared to my other ones, but you know, it's fine. And then the plain, here's the plain US cover, which is fine. But compared to the I don't know, because I love the tower, but then I also love this Babel down the middle. So I don't know, which one do you prefer of the UK and the US cover? And of course, so, you know, US, when do we ever have sprayed pages on our regular edition? Rarely. I think there might have been, if this one's from Barnes & Noble, there might be like not an extra story, notes or something in the back. I don't know, I need to look at it. But those are my Babel babies. And that is the end. Oh my God, this is 30 minutes, I'm sweating. How is this longer than the first one? These are all of my special editions. Did you see any that stand out to you? If you had your pick, what is like the most beautiful one that I've shown you today? And then are there any other editions of these books out there that I need? Actually, don't tell me that. I don't need to know that information. But thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Oh my God, how is it already 7:57? Jesus Christ. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you would like to. But thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, hydrated, moisturized, and sunscreen. I'll see you in the next one.